I'm making this video because this 2016 YXZ-1000R, my 2016 YXZ, is up for sale. So I thought I'd just come and give you a little bit of a ride in it to show you that everything works, that it drives down the road good. Yes, it's road legal, it's PLG registered, you can take it anywhere. You can take it on the motorway, you can go anywhere you like in this one. It's not agri registered, it's PLG registered. I'll do a voiceover on the video because you're not going to be able to hear me speak once I start it up. And I'll, in the voiceover, I'll explain all the mods that have been done to it. So we're going to go for a ride. We've got 3,969 miles on the YXZ. I don't know how many hours are on it, never looked. Looks like we got 42 hours on it in total. The interior's pretty much standard, except for this switch panel. That's the switch for the indicators. The horn is on this button, the hazards are on that button. Everything else is standard YXZ, the lights, 4-wheel drive, parking brake, sequential gearbox. We've done some service modifications in here, I'll show you. Checking the oil level on the gearbox is a nightmare on these. So I've put an inspection hatch in here so you can get to the dipstick. It also makes servicing it so much easier. Dipstick hides down there. You can check the fluid level. Very, very easy. And that just spins back on. In the gearbox is a genuine Yamaha clutch with the clutch hub modified for extra oiling. The hub's been drilled and it's got a Barnett 6-spring pressure plate on it. It's the only modification to the gearbox. Other than that, it's on standard 2016 gearing. I made a windscreen for it. Because you need a windscreen. With mirrors on both sides and an interior mirror. She comes with genuine Yamaha front bumper with the winch mount, and on that is a £3,500 winch with synthetic rope. At the front, I've done a rose joint conversion on the track rod ends and a rose joint conversion on the links on the anti-roll bar on the front. Them are the only modifications to the front suspension. On the rear, we've got the blocks on the anti-roll bar to stop it moving across. Again, the links have been rose jointed. The engine is absolutely bone stock. There's no tune in it or nothing. I've just left it alone. As far as exhaust goes, that's a standard Yamaha can with the spark arrestor removed, and that is it. Original Yamaha pipes. We've got blank off plates on top of the engine to get rid of the AIS system. But the big mob is that there. We've got a CV jointed rear drive shaft coupler, rather than the drive shaft coupler that is forever breaking on these YXZs. It's not an Avenger kit, it's a kit I made myself. The prop shaft's homemade as well. It's part Yamaha, part RS4 Audi, because that's what the CV joint came off. I've also got manual timing chain tensioner on this one, which you can see here. So that gets rid of the clatters when you first start it up after an oil change, and you can get the correct tension on the chain and it always stays there. That makes a lot of difference, that. I had some Corris board with my YouTube channel on it, and I've used them as mud flaps. There's one on each side. That saves all the damage to the trailing arm. All the stones get thrown off the front wheels and they absolutely pepper the powder coating, so we've got them on. Other than that, oh, there's one more up here. Another inspection hatch. So you can get to the top of the oil tank to check your oil level on a regular basis. It just makes maintenance easier. Believe me, it does go on. There it is. It means you've not got to take all of the rear plastics off to check your oil. It's got full road legal kit on it. It's registered, number plate light. Reflectors only have to be rear facing, so they're up there. LED, brake, side and indicators in one unit. One on each side. The standard Yamaha brake light on the back. So we've got 3 brake lights. Side repeaters, one on each side. And the indicators live here. Oh, and we've got homemade fender extenders. And they work absolutely amazing. And as you can see, they're chewed up on the edges here where we've had full compression, and because they're only Corris board, they don't break. It just rips the Corris board on the tyres. Suspension's bone stock. It's just set up how I like it. Springs, I've got it running very, very soft, so there's not a lot of preload on the springs, front or rear. But I wanted a comfortable ride because I green lane this. I didn't want it bucking and being rock hard. She's just recently passed her MOT, so it comes with a full MOT. There was no advisories on this MOT. The previous MOT had one advisory on it, and that was why I went rose joints on the track rod ends, because I had some up and down play in a track rod end. So I did order a new one, put that on. And for some reason Yamaha YXZ track rod ends have a little bit of up and down play in them, but they don't like it on the MOT. That's why I rose jointed the front, so there's no issues with that now, and the steering is so much more precise. Still on the original battery. Yeah, that battery's as old as the YXZ, it's 6 years old. Not showing any signs yet of failure. So it's really, other than all the little modifications to get rid of all the niggles that YXZ suffer with, she's bone stock and she's all the better for it. So she's a good base for somebody if you want to turn her into a race vehicle or something. I live in the UK, so really she needs to stay in the UK. But if anybody's interested in purchasing it, I'm in no rush to sell her, don't get me wrong, none at all. But she's up for grabs. I'm going to continue using her, but she is up for sale. So there she is.